Hujambo once again, brothers and sisters, and all humanity. This is the last video for tonight. I was just sitting here, and something crossed my mind that I think is very important. So important to the point that I want to share this with my YouTube family and all the YouTube viewers. This quick video is going to be discussing mosquitoes and population control. Mosquitoes and population control. Now, mosquitoes have been around for millions and millions and millions of years. Okay? Why is it that all of a sudden we're having diseases like Zika, the Zika virus, and West Nile virus? Where are these diseases coming from all of a sudden? Now, as I understand it, you can also get malaria from mosquitoes. So you have to ask yourself, if this was an issue, if it's an issue now, how come it wasn't an issue way back when? Why is it now all of a sudden an issue with these diseases? I'll tell you why. It's all about population control, family. It's all about population control. How so? Well, believe it or not, now I know this might sound far-fetched to a lot of you, but our government, the CIA and the FBI, have been involved with experimentations with mosquitoes since the 50s. Okay? They've been experimenting with mosquitoes, injecting them with different types of diseases, and turning them loose in areas where the less desirables reside. Less desirables meaning people that are poor and useless to the powers that be. When I say poor, that's includes everybody. Race is not a factor. That doesn't make a difference if you're black, Hispanic, white. If you're poor, the powers that be consider you a liability. If you're poor, you're just in the way. If you're poor or on the undesirable list, you are just a burden on the taxpayers' dollars. And they want to get rid of you. And this is one of the ways that the government are using to get rid of us. This is another tactic that they use. Also, you should be very mindful of the foods that you eat, family. If you go to areas of town where it's highly concentrated with people of color, you're going to find supermarkets like Aldi's, Food for Less, Save-A-Lot. If you're down south, Piggly Wiggly. Supermarkets like that. Supermarkets that have foods that are high in GMOs. But I guarantee you, if you go to their part of town, the upper echelon areas of that particular city, I guarantee you won't find any supermarkets like that. I bet they're not going to be eating any foods with GMOs. It's all in the areas where the undesirables reside. They want to get rid of us. Fast food restaurants, same thing with those. You figure that the world's population as of right now is probably about around 7.5 billion people worldwide. And you have to ask yourself, well, out of 7.5 billion people, you probably have 500,000 vegetarians / vegans / fruitarians. So that leaves 7 billion people that consume meat. Okay. Surely cows are not producing each other to the point where we can feed 7 billion people. Surely chickens are producing themselves to the point where we can feed 7 billion people. And all other animals that we like to put on our dinner table as well. They're not producing themselves that quickly, family. No way, no how. So where's the meat coming from? I'll tell you. It's genetically engineered. Cloned. That's what it is. And these genetically engineered / cloned meats have they cause diseases. They can cause diseases. All bodies, I don't care who you are, everyone has cancer cells. Everybody. But there are certain things that you put in your body over a period of time that activate those cancer cells. Okay? And so when you're not mindful of the foods that you eat and put anything into your temple, they can over time cause disease. I mean, how else can you afford to, two Big Macs for $5? Cheap food. Food like that is for people who can't afford to do any better, or food like that is for people who are always busy, constantly on the go. Why? Because they're trying to scratch out a living to be able to sustain themselves and their families. And they don't have time, or won't make the time, to go and have a home-cooked meal. Because we live in a society that is right here, right now. I want what I want, when I want, and how I want right now. This is a capitalistic society that we live in. They capitalize on you being poor. They capitalize on our ignorance. Because I guarantee you, the elite, they're not eating any fast food, especially McDonald's. I guarantee you they're not eating that crap. And you better do your research, especially McDonald's. Do your research. This is the information age. It's out there. Don't take my word for it. The information is there. Treat your temple well. Be mindful of what you eat. Make sure you eat plenty of fruits, plenty of vegetables, preferably out of your own garden. Let's take the time to make our own gardens, because some of these vegetables you got to question. Also, let's face it, we are living in a capitalistic society that wants to capitalize on us not knowing. That's the bottom line. Back to the mosquitoes. Our government, and particularly the CIA and the FBI, have been involved with doing experiments with mosquitoes since the 50s. There's a book that I've read and I want to share with you. It's called Medical Apartheid by Harriet A. Washington. Medical Apartheid. For all you readers out there, if you don't have that as part of your library, I suggest you go get it, because it is a very good read, full of information. You'll be surprised at what our government has in store for us. It's not good, I can tell you that. Anyway, family, I wanted to share that with you. It was very important to me, and hopefully it's important enough for you to do your research on it. Okay? So, till next video, may the good Lord bless you and keep you. and may it bless you real well. Stay tuned for the next video. If you like, please pass this video on to as many people as possible. Please subscribe. Till then, Kwaheri. I'm gone. Peace.